Hello everyone and welcome back to Eutopia. Today I will make a short update video on the salary of a doctor video that I did a couple of months ago. Why an update, you ask? Well, back then I mentioned how much a doctor gets paid, I said the ground salary, and I mentioned that you get paid more with night shifts, but I didn't say by how much. And I didn't say by how much because I had no idea because I wasn't doing night shifts by then. Now the things are a bit different. It's been over a year more or less, and so we can talk a bit about it. Just like I did in the last video, in this video as well I will show you how much I get paid, not because I want to show off, but because, well, the information I gave you back then is outdated, and on top of that I believe you deserve to know. Instead of clicking on your favorite influencer or famous person that you follow, you actually click on my videos to inform yourself, and that is something to be respected. So back then, when I made that video, I was in my first 6 months of working, and during this first 6 months there's a thing called Einarbeitung period. It's a period in which you are not allowed to do night shifts because you are training, because you are new, and the boss sort of has to get to know you, make sure that you are ready to do them. And ever since I have been starting to do more night shifts. I started with 1 a month, then 2 a month, then 3 a month. And now I am officially a second year medical resident in anesthesia, and I am doing night shifts full time just like any other resident, and I am getting paid accordingly. The amount I get paid depends on how many night shifts I do a month and in which days of the week I make those night shifts. Normally I do between 4 and 7 night shifts a month, and when it comes to weekdays it's a bit varied all over the week. And both those things make a difference when it comes to getting paid. In fact, I haven't ever gotten paid exactly the same amount. It depends a lot. Obviously, the more night shifts you do, the more you get paid. And when it comes to the weekdays in which I do the night shifts, I think I spoke about this in a previous video. It was the video about working hours in Germany, but I can recapitulate very quickly. Basically, the idea is that making a night shift on different days of the week pays you differently. For example, if you do a night shift on a Tuesday, you do get the Wednesday for free and you don't work on the Wednesday. So you did work 24 hours on Tuesday, but your ground schedule was including 8 hours for Tuesday and 8 hours for Wednesday anyway. So you actually only did 8 hours on top of your ground schedule. So you get paid extra 8 hours. If you were to make a night shift on a Friday, you get paid a bit more because on Saturday you were not supposed to work anyway. So you work 24 hours and you were supposed to work 8 on a normal Friday. Therefore you get paid plus 16 hours. And the same concept applies to a Sunday, of course. Because even though you were not supposed to work on a Sunday, you were supposed to work on a Monday, and you will not because it's the day after a night shift, which is Friday. And at last you have a Saturday. Working on a Saturday is the day that pays the most, with a huge difference. You were not supposed to work on Saturday and you were not supposed to work on Sunday. And you did 24 hours. Therefore it's plus 24 hours that you get paid. So working on a Saturday pays 3 times more than working on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. I generally have been trying to stay always around 4, 5, 6 night shifts a month, not too little, not too much, and always try to get 1 Saturday and either 1 Friday or 1 Sunday. And on top of that, 3 more around the week. So for these 5 night shifts, mix of different days of the week, I've been getting paid approximately 4,200 euros, 4,300 euros. Now this number is not the most you can get paid. You can get paid much, much more. If your employer, if your boss allows you to work every weekend, or allows you to work every Saturday, then you can get paid 5,000 euros or even more. However, there are some factors that influence how much you can get paid. And your boss, your Arbeitgeber, your hospital to which you work for is a huge influencing factor. For example, my hospital does not allow more than 7 night shifts a month. This means that even if I wanted to do more, even if I wanted to work every weekend and every night shift, I wouldn't be allowed to. On top of that, they don't allow to do more than 2 weekend days a month. So I'm allowed to do 1 Saturday and 1 Sunday of another week. The idea behind this is that my boss, my employer, does not take advantage of me and doesn't make me work every weekend. On the other side, if I wanted to work every weekend, I wouldn't be allowed to. And then there are other factors that might influence how much you get paid. For example, in my hospital, we plan the schedules 2 months ahead. And if at some point between those 2 months, once the schedule is already planned, if at some point my boss wants to move me, for example, I have in the morning and wants to make me work in the evening, that is something that could have bothered me, and therefore he has to pay me 10% more. But anyway, those are small details. The main idea is that if you work between 4 and 6 night shifts a month, including 2 days of a weekend, you will get paid approximately 4,000 euros, maybe a bit more if you do some extra hours. Not that I'm recommending to do any extra hours. I have been on both sides, the working little side and the overworking side, and if I had to choose, I would choose to work less than more, because if you work too many hours, at some point it has an effect on you in your private life, and you don't really get to enjoy your private life. The few hours which are left, you don't really get to enjoy them out of burnout, out of tiredness, but and those hours are wasted, but you don't get paid for wasting those hours. So I would recommend to stay somewhere between the 4 and 6, which is rather healthy and will not make you go full burnout mode. Anyway, that's it. That's a little update. I hope you are doing well, and see you next time. Cheers.